Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being, American, and YouTuber Ronin, wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and welcoming you to the last episode of Unscripted for 2004. 24. Yeah, 2004. I wish. Already in the chat. Faithful Blue Wrench channel member. A bird woman of YouTube. Watch out for her second channel, Fluff Chick Productions. It's kind of clear. The tired midnight blogger himself, channel member, Curtis Selby. Host of Films with Friends, the creator of the 10-word review, Big Al Presents. Love Chick Productions in the house. My co-host on the Mystery Movie Night. And it seems there is one coming up on the 6th. Right on. Sin's Corner. The reason why I know you're all here. The woman who sent me a death threat right before the beginning of the show. She really is quite violent, and I'm horrified. She's shaking her head right now and laughing, I know. My co-host on Live from Sparkwood in 21. The co-host of Friday Night Last Call, and a host of Geeky Geezers, the show in which you will be redirected to right after this program is completed. Aged Boomer. You know him, you love him, you cannot f***ing live without him. Pacific 414. Oh, yeah. All right. Joining us just in time, Gorilla Censored Thoughts. Drones. You shouldn't play with drones. Drones are bad. And that's the show. Thank you all for coming. Good night. I'm not getting out of it that easy. I can't. I have a show to do. All right, so as you all know, we have had a situation where drones have been appearing over several states, namely New Jersey and New York. Now, I have family in that area. They have claimed that they are seeing these drones in the air. Now, there have been a number of theories as to why these drones are appearing and who may be responsible for them. You know, anything from some kind of foreign entity, all the way to, you know, those wacky kids over at MIT. There have been those who have said that, this is our own government that has launched these things, that this is some kind of multi-agency, multi-jurisdictional training exercise. In the end, it doesn't really matter where these drones are coming from, who has launched them, why. I am more concerned for the fact that our government has chosen not to tell us. If this is a training exercise, then tell us. We're smart people. We're adults. Simply explain to us the situation. If there is truly nothing to worry about, as they have said, then come out and be honest with the American people. Hey, we are doing this elaborate training exercise. This is a what if some foreign entity brought something into the country or launched something, or, very simply tell us. We're not going to panic. Oh, it's a training exercise. Okay, great. If there is a threat, say, for example, there is a threat. Say, for example, one of the theories that's being bandied about is that the Iranians got some kind of nuclear or biological weapon into the country. I'm not necessarily 100% buying into that, but you would be surprised how many nuclear weapons go missing. There's a term for it. It's called broken arrow. What is scarier? The fact that there is a nuclear device that's missing, or that it's happened so many times that there's actually a term for it? Let's say, for example, that one of these broken arrow incidents has taken place. Tell us. If we are in danger, let us know. Hey, stay out of this particular area, because if you go there, you're not coming back. I think anybody who's not a moron would go, hey, you know what? We'll let the guys who are trained in this stuff deal. But they haven't done that. And that's the problem. That's where the mistrust comes in. That's where people will start coming up with these conspiracy theories. Somewhere between true and false is where the truth lies. And for whatever reason, they choose not to tell us. It almost makes you feel like they don't trust us, or that they don't really have our best interests in mind. We are smarter than these people believe that we are. I am not someone who is personally prone to panic. I know when I am over my skis when I'm in a certain situation. I understand that there is a need to know. I understand that there is a need for security. I am someone who grew up around a lot of military people, a lot of cops, because these people were all my father's friends. He was in the Air Force for 20 plus years, 2 tours in Vietnam. He was at one point Department of Corrections for about 7 years. So believe me, I know what members of the military have to deal with. I understand what cops have to deal with. I was around these people. These people were my father's friends, and therefore they were mine. Now, there have been some people through the years who have made fun of that, thinking, oh, well, you got away with a lot of stuff as a kid. No, I didn't. I was around a lot of people who would have snapped my neck in a heartbeat if I went out of line. So, no, I wasn't privileged. Get that out of your head right now. But the thing is, I understand that there is a need for security, for need to know, confidential, classified. I get it. But I would also like to think if there was some sort of imminent danger, let us know. Knowing something like that is not going to panic us. It's the not knowing that's going to make us panic. That's going to make us make up stuff in our heads. There's another side to that coin. Watch the skies. That's what all of the old movies used to be. You know, and yeah, they were all about space aliens that were going to come and attack us, or it was some giant, there's going to be some kaiju of some sort, or, you know, in the old movies, it was always fear of the atomic bomb, fear of communism. That's what a lot of those movies were about. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Thing. They're not about space aliens attacking us. They're about communism. I also remember something else that I saw in an episode of a Vietnam series that ran on CBS called Tour of Duty. And there was something the character said one time after he saves a character from falling into a booby trap. He says, whenever there is something rigged up high to make you look up, look down fast. We're all busy looking up into the skies for these drones. What's going on the ground that we're missing? Are all these drones flying around being used to make us take away our attention from something else that's far more insidious? I don't know. I hope not. It's Christmas time, and a lot of people are busy. A lot of people are visiting family. And maybe we're not paying the attention that we should be. Now, I'm not here to bring anybody down or depress anybody. That is not the intent of this. But I know that me and some other people that I know, we're not really feeling it this year. And I think I just want this year to end. And I hope that things turn for the better. But at the same time, I'm very unsure of the future. Now, we have an outgoing administration that's still in power for a few more weeks. And I'm concerned about what kind of damage they could do while they are still in office. Everything feels like it is literally up in the air. And I want to plan ahead. But how far do I plan? So I end a year with a sense of concern, unease. And I am prepared to say that it's all in my head, but there seem to be some people who are like minded. So I say this as my Christmas / end of the year message to all of you within the sound of my voice. When I said earlier that I see a light at the end of the tunnel, that hasn't changed. But we still have a ways to go. And if I don't make it there with you, I would like all of you to do this. Make sure that your voice is heard. Go and do what I've done here. Let your voice be heard. Gary Kissel told me you have a voice. I am telling all of you, you have a voice. Leave the world a better place than you found it. Oldest, corniest story in the book, I know. But it's true. And even if you feel like you can't do it all, and you can't because you're human, save your little piece of it. Keep friends and family close. Do not let these people drift away from you. So that's what I want you to do in the next year. Do not let that negativity bring you down. They can throw every word in the book at you. You know it's not true. I see you for who you really are. And it's going to work out. We live in a 360-degree battlefield. And we don't have eyes in the back of our head. So we got to look out for each other. That's what I want you to do in 2025. The current administration, we held their feet to the fire. And they felt it. And now they will very soon be out of power. But the incoming administration also needs to do what they promised us they were going to do. So we have to keep an eye on them too. And maybe they'll tell us why we're looking up in the air right now and seeing vehicles the size of cars flying around in places where they shouldn't be. Why are they insisting that we not deal with them on our own? Are they manned? Is there harmful payload? Maybe we'll find out here very soon. There's a line in the movie Ghost Dog, always see everything. That's what we have to learn to do. Make sure that our leaders are honest with us. And make sure that you are true to yourselves. Because we've been through it in the last few years, and I've been there with you. And I'm going to remain that way for as long as I can. There will be no show next week because I am going to be at an office Christmas party. Yes, I'm going to a Christmas party on the 29th. It was scheduled for this week, but with so many people going out of town, they're being with families. My boss decided to move the office Christmas party up to next weekend. So there's going to be no show. But I am going to be back in January with episode 94. And although there will be some changes made to my channel, this show is never going to change. All right. The chat's been jumping, so I'm going to kind of scroll back here and catch up on what I might have missed. Since Corner says, LOL, had to restart my computer. Just now heard about this death threat. You weren't supposed to tell anyone. Oh, no. Hello to D. Penzak. Hail to you. Merry Christmas. Hello to channel member JPRPH1. And hello to Space Fraggle, channel member. Our war leaders are so crazy. Aliens are going to say, let us take you to our leaders. Yeah. There is this theory out there that this is aliens. I doubt that. No, those drones are man-made. Knowledge is power, Andy Main. All right, my partner in crime, co-host on Western Cinema Presents and Action Theater, the toxic gunslinger himself, the man who cannot be killed, Outlaw Bill. All right. Moving on. Panic is when the birds take over. Connie Clary's channel. We start tied up in the corner. Well, hopefully that won't happen. It's the truth. Boomer says, I want movies to get better. So do I. Felt that way during the Soviet Union in the 80s. Yeah. Remember that time well. Everyone, I'm looking forward to episode 100 of Unscripted. Yeah, that will hopefully be either late January or early February. Yeah. I said 94. Well, we're getting there. All right. Always see everything. Do what you can to make the world a better place. That's what 2025 is going to be about. I want to thank everyone who was following along on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. I want to thank everyone in the live chat. Aged Boomer, Connie Cleary, D. Penzak, Space Fraggle, Outlaw Bill, Curtis Selby, JPRPH1, Sin's Corner, Gorilla's Censored Thoughts, I want to thank all 4,901 of you who have voted to take your time out of your busy schedule to listen and watch my content. There will be more on the way coming very soon. Stay until the end of the program. You will be redirected to Geeky Geezers, hosted by Aged Boomer and Troy Pacelli. Tonight they will be discussing the Superman trailer and the end of the Sony Spider-Man universe and other events of the week. From HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night, take care, stay strong, be safe, be the competition, always see everything. Because this is how we win. Coming in at the last minute, FKHC 2005, sometimes known as North Fairfax, sometimes known as Tim. It's okay. As usual, the video will remain up. You can also go to my page, go to playlists, and watch the other episodes. And roll that beautiful bird footage.